might be thinking that why exactly my speech title consists of a number which is odd by the nature of the number as well. The speech title is a bit odd because I also believe 3 is an odd thing. But here's why I chose this title. You see, there are a lot of experiences that happens in our life which we plan, some which we don't. But they all have a conclusion or a story, or we learn something from them. In my speech, there are 3 different situations from which I learned some things, and I learned the value why we have friends or why we have family with us. So let me begin with my first story, which was 3 weeks back, which is, so for the people who don't know this is a concert which is Zouk Out that happens in Singapore once a year. I can't explain what I did in the concert because of my grandmother sitting here. So bear with me. But Zouk Out is basically a concert where there are a lot of people with 6-pack abs and I can't, So consider my pause, you imagine things. I can't talk about that, okay? So this is a concert where there are a lot of DJs who come in. So there was this one DJ which we have heard of, Marshmello, and there were a lot of other DJs who were coming in. So we all were really excited that he's coming in, we're going to be dancing, there are going to be people, we'll have this whole dance floor to ourselves, we'll be, doing some different stuff, we're going to be carrying people and all that things, which was all, something which was imaginary and which wasn't possible. So there we were walking forward, and there were at least 200 people surrounding yourself. So if you want to dance, you can't dance like this, you need to dance like this. There are people here, and trust me, they're 6-pack abs people, so you don't really want to mess with them. You just say, okay, you're doing nice, I'm here. And there was this one thing which we all were craving for. Can anybody take a guess that we were craving for that? If people who think that, it's not that. My grandmother. Any guess, anyone who wants to say the one thing that which we wanted?
Water.
My grandmother is there. So there are actually 2 things. There are actually 2 things that we were. There are 2 things that we were really dying for. The first one was water. Have you heard about the concept known as appreciation and depreciation? That thing which we use, which is basically for $1, $1.02. This little bottle was for $6 in that concert. And I'm not joking. I have one of my friends here, she can say that it was for $6. And because we had a budget, so we could only spend that on the water, not on other stuff. Other stuff, now understand what I mean. So there we were dying for water, and here's the thing about that. The concert and the people, it's like a maze. So if you leave your position, there are automatically going to be 3 people standing there. You take one more step, there'll go 6, 9, I don't know the table of 3. And then they'll just keep on coming in. You can't help it. That's how it works. So there's always that one person who's my friend, and there's always that one person who you need to, try to talk to him. We all have different groups. So in that one person, there's one person who's a miser, and there's one person who's a spender. So I look for that person who's apparently her. Good timing. And I just say, get water. So she used to get in water, and we could, concentrate more on Marshmello and all that. And there was this one other thing that I can't ask from my friend. Actually, I can't ask that thing from anyone. And that thing was oxygen. As I said, there are a lot of people, so you can't breathe. That's but natural. And if you breathe in, there's going to be some other thing in, which is, now understand what I'm trying to say.
You can say that in front of
Water?
No, but it's a little bit dirty, and P10 is. So yeah, that was just one thing that you can't do, because there are a lot of people with you, but there is one thing that can be derived from that concert. One thing, except the struggle which we went through, or the problems that we faced. I'll work on that thing or the lesson which I got in a while, because it's a mystery. So let me move on to the second story that happened in my life, That was during the time of my summers when we went to a place called Maldives. I have spoken about this earlier, but this is a thing about tourism and about things which is, just think about it. There's a small island where you're going, you'll be there with your family. What all things can you do over there? That's the point, or that's the place where you witness nature. You see what you've never seen before, the coral reefs and everything. And that time, especially in my case, during my vacation, I like to challenge myself. I like to do things which are challenging, that is from gaining weight, losing weight, or doing some adventurous sports or something. So over here, Maldives is basically known for deep sea diving or scuba diving, which we did, which was this. I don't know the name of this fish, but because of a lot of animated movies and stuff, I like to keep it by saying it Dory. So I had a good experience swimming with the fishes. There was coral reefs and everything. It was all going well. And here's the thing about Maldives. It's a really unpredictable city, and especially in the water. Because as you're swimming, there is no protection that is with you. Because if you're doing deep sea diving, in most of the cases, it's like that when you're going for a deep sea dive, they'll check that whether the water body which you're going in, it is safe, it is suitable for beginners, or is it suitable for family members, or is it suitable for the people who are scared of water. So we went down, and there we were. So once we went down, and then you go up back again when you feel a little bit congested or something. So you go up back again. So I went up back. I was on the top of water thing, and there was a boat near me, and my instructor was Russian. So obviously he couldn't understand me, and I couldn't understand him. But supposedly he's going to be my lifesaver who can't understand me. That's the irony, I should say. So he said, go. In his language, I'll try to get to know his lingo or his accent. I can't do that. So in his accent, he said, go down, man, go down. And I couldn't understand what is he saying. So it's just the two actions which you can do. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So he said, yeah, go down, shark. I said, what? And there, it was just beneath me. And this is the thing about Maldives. The sharks which are going around, they are not man-eaters. They presume that, they assume that. It's not true. There have been incidents in that city. So he said, go down, there are sharks. And he was taking the boat away from me because he wanted me to go down. So there I was, there was a 6 kg oxygen bag on me, and then he was saying go down, and I couldn't exactly do anything. He kept on saying just go down, I didn't. So that was my fear. Obviously you can't go down, there's a shark underneath you. So then he took me up back in. There was a good feedback which I had written, which consisted of some foul, horrific languages in Russian. So that was my second incident that happened with me. And the third thing is again a mystery. This is my third and the final experience that happened with me 2 years back or 3 years back, which was Toastmasters. So Toastmasters, I saw this booth which was just outside my classroom area, and I saw my ex-vice president, who was supposedly my mentor, Gaurav, and one of the best speakers which I've ever heard, and Kos. So they both were over there, and Kos is really a guy who you should take in sales. He's not here though, but he's an excellent convincer. He can convince you in any minute. So there I walked by, he called me there, and he took a pen and he said, sell it to me. This was this whole Wolf of Wall Street thing happening right over there. So I had this one whole thing which I often have prepared for some sort of situations like this. I did the same thing what Leonardo DiCaprio did in Wolf of Wall Street. So I did that over there. And he said, you're correct. You have a position in Toastmasters. We have a meeting next week, you are coming in. I said, I can't cook. It's not a cooking club, it's a debating club. So I said, I can't debate. You can. You sold me this pen. I said, yes. So you can do that. So he called me there, and there I was on my first day, and I saw Han and a few others, Subha and other speakers over there. And this is this one thing that most of the members and most of the expo people are scared of, which is the table topic. That's the dead time. If you're a new member, you can understand. I hope you can. I'm sure you can, right? So then I was called down, and you are called down, and then I remember my very first speech, which was, is crying a way which shows your which shows how sad are you, or it shows your mental state. So there I debated all that, and I pulled in all of my effort by saying it. And have I crossed 10 minutes? So you're embarrassed about it. Obviously you are. But you have the attention for yourself. Most of the people are looking to you. In talking towards the mystery, I would like to say that all these three experiences that has happened in my life, you are often scared of it. And my question to you is, why are you scared of it? They all happen because of you, to you, and for you. Either you are going to a concert, either you're going to a club, or either you're going for deep sea diving. There's always one conclusion that can be derived from that. You have a story to share with you. Think about it. Zubia spoke about stories. So if you have these three different situations, so each situation consists of different stories that you can share in front of people. The people who are courageous, share your courageous story. The people who are scared, share your scared story. The people who are emotionally deprived, share your story. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. There is a comedian who said in his speech, his name is Jim Carrey, and he said that life happens to you, not for you. That life happens for you, not to you. That's this one thing that struck me, and which says that we are often scared of things, but why are we doing that? It's just a situation that God has put us in. You will learn something from it, you will meet new people. And that's the main purpose why we are here. Why Toastmasters bring us together. Look at us. We barely know each other, but we are sitting next to each other. We are sharing, we are talking, we are smiling to them. Zouk, what is that concept? That Zouk, it is just a place where where people with different nationalities, people with different interests are pulled and brought together to see the true nature why we are all here. From Toastmasters to the deep sea diving or to the Zouk. I just say thank you to God for all the embarrassing situations that He's put me in, the scared situations which He's put me in. But in the end, I know that He's always there with us. And in the end, I know the people around us would be there with us. Thank you.